the national officers of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, TTUTA, has presented themselves to deliver a letter to Permanent Secretary Jacqueline Charles. The letter will state our grave disappointment and the untenable situation that is currently taking place as it relates to statutory monthly meeting of the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education and the recognized majority union, TTUTA. We have not had a statutory meeting since January of 2024. And previous to that, the last meeting was in October of 2023. We are calling on the Permanent Secretary and the Ministry of Education to meet with the recognized majority union to address issues that are affecting members of the teaching service, our members, long outstanding issues. Quite recently, actually up to yesterday, we were informed by the Chief Personnel Officer that our tripartite meeting, that is between the Chief Personnel Officer, the Ministry of Education, and TTUTA, was postponed. That meeting was to occur this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. And we see this as the Ministry of Education stalling on the issues at hand. We had quite a bit of issues, but the burning one that we will highlight at this time is the UTT USC issue that is over 10 years outstanding. We have members who are at the point of assistant teacher primary and have not been upgraded at least to teacher primary. And this issue we were hoping to have some resolve. Since June of 2023, the CPO has been promising a meeting between the three parties. And when this was possible for tomorrow, because the CPO met with the Ministry of Education on the 12th of March. So over 1 month, the Ministry of Education had sufficient time to gather all the information to bring to this meeting. Last minute, they called off the meeting. This is a slap in the face of not only the association, but our members who have been waiting so long to have their issues resolved. And TTUTA is quite displeased with this attitude from the present Permanent Secretary. In the past, we would have had a Permanent Secretary who was assisting the Ministry of Education. And guess what? He was transferred. And now we have a Permanent Secretary who does not seem to want to meet with the association and deal with the matters at hand. We are taking this to the public to let them know that the issues at hand are being stalled not by the association that is willing to negotiate, meet, collaborate, but by the Ministry of Education. And we will not have any further issues with this. We will make sure that the public and our members are apprised. Classification, we have issues with upgrade of our technical vocational teachers. We have retirees who have not received their back pay. We have persons who are still awaiting their superannuation benefits after sending in their documents 1 year in advance of compulsory retirement, and they are still waiting. There is issue of NIS retirement benefit. They are waiting statements from the Ministry of Education to take to NIB. So we have persons who have given their sweat, blood, and tears to the education system, to national development. And how are they being treated? They have no form of income because guess what? The day that they retire, Ministry of Education forthright will cut their salary, but they are not getting their pension, their gratuity, and their NIS benefit on time. We are calling on the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago to address this immediately, because you have persons languishing and suffering because they are not being treated as they should. Continues as usual. However, there's a reduced number of students and teachers at the school. Our members, our teachers still feel threatened because the email has spoken about 2 days that can be that it's possible for the person to act on a threat. We understand that the members of the TTPS were present, but we are not certain how long they will be at the compound. And we are not even certain if the security measures have been put in place. But up to yesterday, our reports were that it was not, the full complement was not at the school or even extra security. So we are quite disappointed with the response of the Ministry of Education as it relates to this threat. And we are calling on the ministry to ensure that not only at Barracuda East Secondary, but throughout the country, the issues of security is addressed in a timely manner. The number of school safety officers, we can say at the St. George East, there are 24 out of roughly 34 established positions of school safety and health officials. Um, there in a number of cases, the complement of security guards are not at full strength, and these pose threats to the occupants of our schools. And so the Ministry of Education has to take this very seriously and to address it in the quickest possible time.
45 teachers put to rest.
Okay. So just an update at today's today's school date, there are 45 teachers and 18 students present. And this would demonstrate that even the parents are quite concerned with the safety of their students.